You know, it's funny. You guys want to sit around and say, "Oh, Michael, you don't have the facts." No, I have the facts. I have the sources to back up what I'm saying. The problem is that you don't care enough to look in the description. So I know what I'm talking about. I gave you guys kind of the layout on what's happening, what's going on, why we're not seeing Resident Evil 3, this all new upcoming edition, why we're not seeing Resident Evil 8. And it's pretty clear on why that's the case. And I'm not going to tell you here in this video why that's the case because you can go back. I'm not going to reiterate myself in every single video. You guys need to start listening, okay? So many of you came from Fortnite to this all new edition of Resident Evil 2. Now you think you have that certified badge. Now you think you have that say in this franchise. Now you think you know what's best because you played Resident Evil 2, this all new edition, and now you're like, oh, Michael, I know where this franchise should go next. Just because IGN told you to go out and buy the damn game. Well, here's the reality of the situation, folks. We are already here clamoring for more. We are already here hungry for what's next in the Resident Evil franchise. And you know why that is? That's because this all new edition of Resident Evil 2, Capcom, they fumbled the ball. They did. Because by the numbers, not by Michael's opinion, but by the numbers, this all new edition of Resident Evil 2 is a very short game. Now, I know you guys are going to come at me and say, well, Michael, the original Resident Evil 2 is a very short game. Yeah, but you have to put it within the context of the original Resident Evil 2 was developed way back in 1998. Come on, get a clue. Capcom didn't hit that home run. And that's why I'm excited for the future of the Resident Evil franchise. That's why I'm excited about this all new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3 because Capcom, they can look at this all new edition of Resident Evil 2 and say, hey, you know what? Maybe we could have made that better right there. Let's take what was good and potentially make it great here in this all new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. That's why I'm excited because the potential exists for Capcom to go back in and say, hey, let's do it right this time. You know what I mean? But you can't wrap your head around that because you're too busy going, too busy doing stupid, silly crap like that, that at the end of the day is going to get you nowhere. I'm a real Resident Evil fan, folks, and that's why I continue to come on here and push really hard and really strong in these quiet times to remind Capcom that, hey, yeah, we're all still here. Push really hard and really strong in the quietest of times to say, hey, Capcom, this is indeed what we're clamoring for. And maybe, just maybe, if we continue to do that in a way that makes sense, they'll throw us a bone. But that can only happen if we show Capcom our support. Let's make it loud and clear. Please consider hitting that like button on this video, and I'll pop back in once we have more word here on this all new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. Take care.